Hi guys, Jay Foster here. So what is anxiety? What is it really? I'm going to paint a picture to describe the inner conflict we all have in our minds. And this illustration perfectly describes anxiety. Have you ever been driving along and you look over and you see this nice old lady stranded on the side of the road? Her hood is up, there's smoke billowing out, and she's pacing beside her car with this distraught look on her face. And immediately when you drive by, you've got this gut feeling, this reaction to pull over and stop and help her, or at least ask if you can help. You feel it, it's in your core. But then what happens? That voice jumps in. You have this inner dialogue, this inner conversation going on in your head that says, yes, I could stop, but what if she's part of some elaborate scheme to take advantage of people offering for help? Or what if there's another guy hiding in the bushes with a gun just waiting for somebody to pull over? And then the dialogue continues and you start to kind of justify your actions. And you say, oh, well, I'm too far down the road now. Plus, there's no place to turn around. And she was on a cell phone, so I'm sure she's fine. Let's meet the two characters or forces that we all have in our minds. We'll call them the protector and the expander. Now, as the years roll by, you have needs that change. And by needs, I'm not talking about bodily needs. I'm not talking about a need for more stuff, or fancy clothes, or cars, or that big pants job title. I'm talking about the simple, natural need to grow and expand. For instance, you might have a need for more independence, to love more deeply, or to take on more responsibility. Maybe it's to pursue a dream, or just the feeling that you want to have a greater meaning or purpose in your life. These kinds of needs are brewing within you beneath the surface, and it's quite possible that you don't really know exactly what they are. They're just some vague notion that something is just missing. And we call this part of us the expander, because it represents our basic need to expand and grow, and to make a difference in humanity. We're human, right? For me, the idea that there's this expander part of me was never scary. At any time during my experiences dealing with anxiety, I could always easily accept the fact that I wanted to learn and grow and love and serve more people. That's what we do, isn't it? But now, how about this protector character? We have this protector standing guard at the gate of our mind. The protector has one job: to protect your body by keeping you still. Because when you're still, you're safe, right? The protector is that prehistoric cave person inside of us. You won't get eaten by a mountain lion or fall into a ravine if you're still, will you? The protector takes his job very seriously and supervises every single move you make. As long as he's making the decisions, your body will be safe in that moment. Are you with me? Think about it. If you're in the midst of panic, you're not expanding, are you? You're not learning or growing. Quite the opposite. You're constricted, you're paralyzed, and you're still. Because when you're still, you're safe. Your body is safe. That voice you have running in your head, the one that's always warning you, cautioning you, or attacking you, you know the one I'm talking about. It's the one that attacks you and calls you stupid or ugly or weak or ungrateful or selfish or worthless. That voice is the voice of the protector. And we know that voice all too well. But the expander character inside of us doesn't use words. The expander doesn't use words, but instead the expander communicates more through a gut feeling, a hunch, or intuition, or a sensation. Just like when we're driving down the road and that poor lady was stranded, we ignore that gut instinct, and that inner dialogue convinces us not to act. Or in other words, convinces us to be still and safe. We feel like taking action in the moment, but then the what if protector character butts in. And that's the same protector character that's shooting those piercing insults at you. Yes, and that's the same voice that's convincing you you're going to lose something important. That you're going to lose what you love the most if you try acting on your altruistic impulses or expanding your horizons. So now you have this picture of this expander and this protector and how they operate. That's anxiety. That's what anxiety is. Anxiety is your compelling and very human need to expand, but that expansion is being threatened by the cave person protector who is using your imagination to make up crazy stories that frighten you, all for one simple reason, so that you're still and safe and won't get eaten by a wild animal. Panic is when you believe in the false story that protector makes up. You experience anxiety when you believe in the false stories authored by the protector in your mind. And this is important. Why? Because the challenge with anxiety and panic has everything to do with unbelieving those words and thoughts. This is what we're dealing with. This is anxiety. From the highest perspective, it's the mental suffering we experience as our protector resists giving up control to the expander. Thanks for joining me. Mash that subscribe button to get more of these helpful videos, and we'll see you next time.